All right. Looks like, sorry guys, long pause starting up, but it looks like we are live. Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for the late night stream today, but Fridays I just got stuff that I gotta do. So it's just like, I can't really avoid it. It's just Fridays, at least for right now. I mean, maybe later. Huh? No. Okay. It was my mom. Mom left. Yeah. So yeah, sorry that I gotta be late, and all that, but maybe something's gonna change. Like I said, I'll keep it a buck. I'm dealing with really weird people, really really nasty people at this point, man. So Fridays are just a little bit jacked for me, but hopefully we can get something situated and figured out, and get a resolution. But yeah, man, when you're just dealing with certain types of people, bro, it is what it is. So I mean, I really can't say much more. But yeah, just dealing with really evil, awkward people. So it is what it is, man. So yeah. So anyway, but I'm here now. So tonight we're gonna have a good stream. We're gonna talk about some games, talk about some stuff, talk about this. But yeah, man, I mean, Abaddon, dude, it's it's even worse. It's even worse than it was years ago. Like I said, it's even worse. These, like I said, you deal with certain type of people, bro. Legit, the worst type of people in this world. The worst type of people is what I'm dealing with. But it's all good. I've got a few different things that I found out. I'll DM you. I'll talk to you about it later. But yeah, a few different things that I found out. So that's gonna be interesting next week, Monday. Few different things. But it's all good. But let's not worry about that. Not here to talk to you guys about my own personal situation. I'm here to talk to you guys about video games and what's going on in the world of gaming and all that. So we can have a good stream tonight. I'm excited, ready to talk about that. So yeah, it's 7 p.m. here. Oh, you're in Hawaii, Element Nullify? I didn't know you're in Hawaii. So yeah. Well, it's about 8:47 here where I'm at. So East Coast, it's 3 hours. It's almost midnight in the East Coast. So what's up, the Great Wall? Welcome. What's up, Dior? What's up, Jacob Dressback? What's up, guys? Iscal, Not So Smart Jay. I'm doing okay, man. I'm doing okay. Let's see here. I don't know what doing this glitch. I don't know what that means. I'm just here tonight. Yo, what's up, Mr. Singh? Welcome to the stream. Shout outs. What is good? What's up, Gary? Welcome. What's up, Guts? Welcome to the stream, guys. Shout outs. I still retired my other my other monitor. It's still retired. I still got this one here. I don't know. I'm kind of liking the small monitor, man. I'm kind of actually vibing with the small, little monitor phase that I got going on here. It's not too bad. Not too bad. What's up, Juice Man Vaughn? Welcome to the stream, man. Welcome. No, it's all good, man. Thank you guys for coming out to the stream tonight. I appreciate it. We're just kind of freestyling a little bit today. I mean, we've got some new information on Super Mario RPG that we can talk about. Obviously, the Game of the Year stuff is getting already annoying and exhausting. But it is what it is. Is what it is. So yeah, like I said, I'm looking forward to talking about a lot of cool different stuff here. Looking forward to talking about the year that we had in gaming and just other stuff that you guys want to discuss tonight. So yeah, feel free to let it rip in the chat. Let it rip in the chat, boys and girls. Let it rip in the chat. Yeah, what's up, J2 Blue Wonder? Welcome to the stream, brother. How you doing today, man? I don't know if I'm gonna have a video ready for you guys. I was thinking tonight I was going to stream for a bit, and then I was gonna probably start scripting out my next top 20 best 25 video. But if you haven't seen my most recent AAA top 25 video, please make sure you check it out. It's a good video. It's a little bit long, but you guys know how I do it over here. Or my Star Ocean video. I actually have my own gameplay for my streams on there and talking about that. Thank you guys for watching. A lot of you guys tuned into that today, a bit later. So, but yeah, if you haven't seen my AAA Western stuff, go check it out. Put it in your watch later list. Shout outs to my man Greg with the $1.99. And he says, Dollar99 says OJ's up past his bedtime again. I know, man. I'm getting old. I found a few gray hairs like on my beard over here. So yeah, I'm definitely starting to get old. Which I don't know. It's like gray or white hairs. I mean, I'm not sure if it's from the product I use or just whatever. But I mean, yeah, I'm getting old for sure, man. But I mean, that doesn't mean we're gonna stop though, Greg. That doesn't mean can't stop, won't stop. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean we're gonna stop, man. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Rocket till the wheels fall off. All right, we're gonna keep going. We out here, you know. We out here. Shout out to my man Greg. Thank you for the $1.99. But that makes you the Hokage and Stream Ninja. Let's get that combo count. And it don't matter. It's this late, boys and girls. We will stay up late as hell, and we will add to the stream if we hit our combos, guys. So full combo count and list. That's all in effect. Link in the description below, guys. So yeah, I already told you guys Baldur's Gate 3 would be game of the year. I already told you guys that it was gonna win game of the year from the TGAs in most places. So I already let you guys know that months ago. I let you guys know that 3 months ago. I let you guys know it's probably gonna be that game. The pizza was good last night. Then we had pizza again today, so it was a double dose of pizza. So I'm all kind of pizzaed out for like the next couple weeks, man. I'll keep it a buck. I'm kind of pizzaed out. Yeah, don't shave the beard. My wife will kill me if I shave my beard, man. So I did trim it though. For those, I mean, it used to be longer. It used to be down to like here. I actually trimmed it a lot. I trimmed it multiple like inches on the trim. So, I mean, people were saying Zelda because Zelda was the highest rated game, but people are going with Baldur's Gate because Baldur's Gate is kind of like a very big different thing from what Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 did. Tears of the Kingdom is similar, obviously, of sequel. So that's the reason why. Plus, if there's two games that are kind of both really highly rated, like, they're always going to go with the third-party game. Like Nintendo's only won one game of the year at the Keighley Awards. I mean, From Software and other developers have won multiple. Like, Naughty Dog, you know, whatever, God of War, Sony, so, like, but Nintendo very rarely wins it, despite having some of the best software and some of the best rated games. They've only won it once. They've only won it once. So I mean, usually if it's between a third-party game and Nintendo and it's like close in terms of like review scores or whatever the case is, they're just gonna give it. They're gonna give it to the third-party game. That's why Nintendo's only won one game of the year out of all the years, you know. So. What's a new AAA game coming out this month? I don't know. Check out my upcoming games list. Not so smart, Jay. I got an upcoming RPGs and all that list. So if you check those out, then you'll kind of know what the release lineup is and all that good stuff. So yeah, there's Super Mario RPG. I don't know if that's a AAA game, but the Super Mario RPG coming out. But check out my list. Check out my 10 upcoming JRPG buys, big games. There's some big AAA games on there. So you can stay up to date. That's this video right here. So yeah, if you guys watch the vids, you'll know which big games are coming out. You put me on the spot though, so I don't know if there's anything like right now outside of Super Mario RPG, and I know Dragon Quest, that's coming up next month. But yeah, I mean, there's the Naruto game, but I don't know if that's AAA either. But like Naruto Connection, so so yeah, but. See, I'm only asking because that's who wins buyout of the year. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I don't think we're on the same page. I don't know what buyout of the year is, or if you mean game of the year. But no, that's not who wins game of the year. If you're saying that the biggest AAA game in November wins game of the year, that's definitely not true. I'd say if you release your game in November, that actually makes it worse for you to be game of the year. Like if your game's the closer it is, that's definitely the worst. You definitely want it to have it a bit before, right? So most of the time, you don't want it to be the biggest AAA game in the month, and like the closest to the Game Awards doesn't win the award. So that I don't think that's not been, you know. Ooh, yeah, I'm looking at all the previous Game of the Year winners, and that's usually not how it is. So yeah. That's how it's been for the last 3 years. So last year's winner, 2022, that was Elden Ring. Elden Ring came out towards the beginning of the year. They didn't come out in November. So the year before that, that was 2021, right? And that was 2021 was It Takes Two. That's an indie game. So that wasn't the biggest AAA game of the year. It was an indie game. The year before that was 2020. That was The Last of Us. The Last of Us came out early in the year. It didn't come out in November. It came out earlier in the year, if I'm not correct. So I don't know where you're saying that's going to win Game of the Year for the last 3 years. That's not true. So that's definitely not true, but that's okay. It's fine. Let's see here. I feel like Hogwarts Legacy released close to the end of the year. It would have had a shot to win Game of the Year. I don't think so. I don't think Hogwarts Legacy has a shot to win. I don't think it's going to be nominated for Game of the Year. No, my RPG is not going to win anything for Game of the Year. No, it's not going to. The nominations will be released on Monday for all the different categories and all that. It'll be this Monday. So let's see here. I don't know why you're asking what type of car I drive. What does it matter? Manual or auto? That doesn't matter, Isaiah. Who cares? Maybe I drive both. Or maybe it's a hybrid. Isaiah. Who knows? Who knows? Who cares? That's the weirdest question. Well, one of the weirdest questions. Nobody's ever asked me that question, so that's interesting for sure. What's up, Christian Smithers? Welcome to the stream. What's your Game of the Year this year? Probably Tears of the Kingdom for me, my Game of the Year, or Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Future Redeemed. What's up, Style Boys? Welcome to the stream, man. How you doing today? What's up, Kenyatta? Shout outs to my man Kenyatta. Welcome. What's up, Nullface Guy? It's pretty much, it's not, I don't know if it's even really between two games. It's just going to be Baldur's Gate 3. I think it's going to be overwhelmingly Baldur's Gate 3. So I don't think it's even between two games. I think maybe for like the fans, yeah, like maybe it'll be that. So I think like User's Choice Game of the Year, like Tears of the Kingdom might win that because the critics are going to pick Baldur's Gate. So what's up, Tony? Welcome. Shout outs. But Blasphemous 2, yeah, Blasphemous 2 definitely has zero chance, but I mean, it can be User's Choice for sure. Indie Game of the Year, maybe, as well. What's up, Squirrel Swirl? What's up, Orpheum Mine? Greg says his Game of the Year is Forspoken. Let's go. What's up, Tony Cowder? Welcome to the stream. Did your Street Fighter 6 box come in yet? No, it still has not came in. They're still waiting on that, man. I'm still waiting on that. Most of these critics did not play Baldur's Gate 3. I mean, I think a lot of them did, but I think a lot of them didn't. Like, I think a lot of them didn't play Baldur's Gate 3, but they're just going to piggyback off of what everyone else is saying. But I think maybe a lot of them did. I mean, it's hard to say. But yeah, I don't think a lot of them played it. And I think the ones that did play didn't like it, but they don't want to sound like a contrarian or whatever. They don't want to sound like they're going against their brethren. So they're just going to say, oh yeah, Baldur's Gate 3, Game of the Year. But yeah, I don't think they even like that type of game, to be honest. Like, I really don't. Let's see here. Baldur's Gate 3 and Tears of the Kingdom both have a 96 rating. They both got a 96. So it's all about the furry sex scene for the critics. That's funny. I think a good chunk of them only looked up select things from Baldur's Gate. Yeah, maybe. So yeah. I mean, like, I don't know if it should be worried about if the game had expectations or not. I mean, I wouldn't say that no one had expectations because the game was in early access. So since the game was in early access, people were able to play the game and see how good the game is up to 2 years ago. The game was in early access or beta version of the game where people were playing and saying the game is really good. So I wouldn't go that far to say that, oh, no one saw it coming. People were literally playing the game 2 years ago. So people definitely saw that the game was good. So I don't know about all that, Scott. That's kind of fabricated. But yeah, I mean, I don't know about easily, but like, yeah, for sure, absolutely. Like, it's definitely Game of the Year. They're both Tears of the Kingdom, in my opinion, is both. It's up there for me, at least. It's up there for Game of the Year. But I don't think one game, like, I don't think it easily is over it because, like I said, I was watching people play Baldur's Gate 3 2 years ago or like a year ago. So the game was literally in early access. It was able to release, or it was able for people to be played. They were able to polish it, do whatever, blah, 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 and then officially release it. And then it's a new game, even though People had already been playing the game, you know? What's
The
up,
only
Tat?
reason why I would choose TOC for GOTY is because unlike Baldur's Gate 3, there was no 2-year open access period for Zelda.
Yeah.
Nintendo made Zelda TOC off of pure talent and experience alone. Baldur's Gate 3 is still a great game though.
Yeah, that's why I disagree with what Scott said, where he was like, oh, well, it came out of nowhere. It's like, nah, people were playing the game 2 years ago. I don't know. I mean, like, I guess there's no rule against that, right? Like, if your game releases in early access or a demo or something, and then you wait and wait and wait, and then like, oh, you released it, it's a new game, right? So, I mean, that's technically, it's okay to do that, right? Because there's been other games that have done that. Not necessarily with Game of the Year, but in this case, yeah, you know. But shout out to my man Tat. Thank you so much for the $3. That does make you Hokage and Stream Ninja. Let's go. Tat is the new Hokage Stream Ninja. Anybody does 3 or more, you can type my man Tat on the board. Live in infamy. Let's go, baby. Thank you for the big $3, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And thank you guys for showing up to the stream tonight. I know it was out of nowhere and random, but, you know, it is what it is. Fridays, guys, are probably going to be like this on Fridays. So just keep that in mind until I hopefully get something changed. I'm hoping to maybe get something changed. But until then, yeah. Yes, sir, El Realist. Welcome to the stream. So, but thank you for the big 3. Shout outs to, is it Chazone? Thank you for the subscription, bro. I appreciate that. One part of the internet gonna ride if Final Fantasy 16 did not get nominated for Game of the Year. I mean, it could get nominated for Game of the Year. I don't think people will riot if it doesn't get nominated, though. Like, I don't think people are going to riot if it doesn't, considering how packed the year is. Evo Janice, the combo count essentially works like this. Anytime people drop a dono or a new membership or whatever the case is, you get 1 point. If you do $10 or more, you get 2 points for that. And then once we hit 10 combo count, 10 points, then we extend the stream by 10 minutes. When we hit 15, we extend the stream by 15 minutes. When we hit 30, it extends the stream by 30 minutes. And then when we hit, 20, then when we hit 30, it extends the stream by an hour. All the rewards and everything are in the link in the description. So if you guys want to check out the combo count, like all that stuff's in the description. That's how it works. I unironically believe people will riot in the streets. The streets aren't safe with Final Fantasy. The streets aren't safe. Mario RPG for best OST. I mean, I doubt the reviewers are even gonna care about Mario RPG like that. Absolute Orpheum Mind, that's how I feel. That's pretty much my feeling, is that both of them are excellent games. They're both 2 of the highest rated games of all time. So which one wins Game of the Year, that's fine, you know, like that's good. Because they're both super highly rated. I don't mind either one, you know. My Game of the Hey, that's the cool thing about Game of the Year, is like everybody can have their own Game of the Year, you know. And people have their own reasons why this is Game of the Year, why it's not Game of the Year. You know, all this other stuff like that, you know. There's all sorts of different stuff. 7Dio's asking me a question on Twitter. And he's saying, evening PlayerEssence, what do you think the chances of Mario Wonder getting DLC and Nintendo releasing a deluxe version of Mario Wonder with DLC? I think it's actually likely that Mario Wonder gets DLC in the future, like Super Luigi U, like something like that. I think it's actually really, really possible. Thanks for the comment, and thank you for watching on Twitter. So if you guys have comments on Twitter, like if you're on Twitter watching, just put it, since the live chat's jacked, you need to have like premium for it. Just put your comments or put your questions in the Twitter thread of my post, like if you're watching right now, and then I'll answer your questions as we go along. What makes you think Baldur's Gate 3 will be Tears of the Kingdom? I mean, it just really cleaned up at the Golden Joystick Awards. So since it cleaned up at the Golden Joystick Awards, and because, like I said, most Nintendo games don't win Game of the Year. Most of the time, if there's a third party or a big Sony first party game that's highly rated, that's going to win Game of the Year over a Nintendo game or a Microsoft game. So just keep that in mind. Like, if it's a big, you know, highly rated Sony first party game, it's going to win Game of the Year, probably going to win Game of the Year, unless there's a bigger third party game. But if there's a big third party game versus a big Nintendo game or a big Microsoft game, it's always going to be the big third party game that wins Game of the Year. That's why, once again, Nintendo's only won one Game of the Year. Out of the 10 years that Keely's been doing this, Nintendo's only won one game of the year. Like, even when they've had games that are rated higher than the rest of the field. So, for example, like Bayonetta 2, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, or sorry, Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and 3DS. Both of those games were rated higher than every other game released. They still gave it to, what was it? That one game. Dragon Age Inquisition. Ow, I hit my elbow. They still gave it to Dragon Age Inquisition, despite Bayonetta 2 and Super Smash Bros. Being rated multiple points higher than it. They'll still, so if there's two big games that are in competition, usually, like if a Nintendo game is gonna win, it's got to go above and beyond. But there's only been one game in 1 year that's been able to go above and beyond what the competition had, right? And where Sony didn't have anything that was up to the same level, and that was 2017. So Tears of the King or Breath of the Wild won Game of the Year that year, but every single other year it's been some type of third-party game. It doesn't matter if Nintendo has a higher rated game or not. It doesn't matter. If it doesn't go above and beyond like some type of like super high 96, 97 rating, which most Nintendo games don't. When Nintendo only has like 2 franchises that can do that. Mario and Zelda. That's the only 2. Anytime that Smash Brothers nominated, it ain't never gonna win Game of the Year. Anytime a Bayonetta, that's never gonna win. Like again, it can win like action game or something else. But even if the Bayonetta is highly rated, it ain't gonna win over a third-party game. That's the same. They gotta go above and beyond, and it's gotta be Mario and Zelda, right? So let's say, for example, Nintendo releases a big new 3D Mario game next year, and it's rated like 97. Okay, that's got an opportunity to win Game of the Year. You know, that's got one. But once again, it's got to be super highly rated. It can't be at or below. Once again, this is out of 10 Game of the Year awards, Nintendo's won 1. Despite having games rated higher than other games that won in that year. So just keep that in mind. That's why I said like Baldur's Gate 3 is gonna win. I'm just going based off of history, and also just based off of what the journalists are saying. Like you can just tell that most of them are just gonna vote for Baldur's Gate 3. So it's like I follow a lot of these dudes on Twitter. So yeah, that's just kind of how I feel about it, right? So I think that's how it is. So yeah. So why does Nintendo win anything in the hardware and graphics is ridiculous? No, that's just how it is, man. I mean, that's just how it is. To be honest, I believe you can explain what happened with Bayonetta and Smash Bros. Looking at the context they were released in. I mean, it doesn't matter, and I understand that. But what I'm trying to say is that like, there's always something, Felipe. Like if it's not one thing, it's something else. So there's always something, right? And those some things don't affect other companies. It's only with those games. With certain, it's like, oh, well, we know what happened with that. It's like, there's always something. It can't just be like a straight up, all right, here we go. This is what people felt was the best. There's always got to be something attached to it, like a asterisk or something for whatever it is. So I'm just used to it. So, like I said, but that's irrelevant. At the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is it doesn't matter that this is the pattern that I've seen. Whether you want to make up, oh, there's this or there's that. There's always going to be something, unless it's some type of super highly rated Mario game, like 3D Mario, or super highly rated Zelda game. Most of the other games don't have a chance. Like most of the time, Nintendo don't really got a chance. Like they'll have games nominated, but they're not gonna win. You know, they're definitely not gonna win. Game of the Year. Other categories, absolutely. Action game, multiplayer, family game, all these other stuff. Yeah, absolutely. They've won those. That's no biggie, right? But in terms of like Game of the Year, I'm just going based off history. There's always something, you know. There's always got to be something. Didn't Witcher DLC win Game of the Year? I think it might have been nominated, but I don't know if it won actual Game of the Year. I think it won RPG of the Year, but I mean, that might be. I heard something about that. Like, we got to go back and check. It's not that people hate Nintendo. It's not that it's not. I don't want to put some type of like tinfoil hat theory. You know, people hate every company. There's lots of people who hate every company. So it's not like, oh my God, that they're all ganging up on little old Nintendo. Always me. Like, I don't want to paint that narrative. I'm just saying, based off of me, I've covered every single Game Awards, or I've been, you know, in this line of work for every single Game Awards since the beginning of the new Game Awards that we have now. And I'm just going off of what I've seen, you know? I'm just going off of what I've seen. That's it, guys. I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to sit there and say like, it's like, oh my God, it's like this conspiracy. No, I'm just going off of what I've seen. They have to give the Breath of the Wild to Nintendo that year, but otherwise they'll find a way to curb them. Absolutely disrespect Three Houses. That's what I'm saying. Like, even if they have other games. Like Fire Emblem's not eligible for Game of the Year. It can be rated 90, it can be rated 92, 93, 94. That's not, games like that aren't eligible. You know, Astral Chain, that's not eligible. Like, you know, so there's a certain stigma, which if you look at like a lot of the people out there, a lot of people feel that way about Game of the Year. So, I mean, it is what it is, right? See someone on X and Twitter saying Tears isn't Game of the Year worthy. That baffles me. Yeah, it kind of baffles me that they're saying it's not Game of the Year worthy because, like, you know, it's a sequel and it has mechanics of the previous game, and it's like God of War Ragnarok was Game of the Year worthy, and it has a lot of mechanics from the previous God of War. And I've seen people that say it's not Game of the Year worthy because of that, because they didn't do anything new enough. But then they said that God of War Ragnarok was Game of the Year worthy. You know, and it has the same mechanics as the previous game, but they made it way better, right? That's the same thing with Tears of the Kingdom. So it's just awkward, you know, and like, you know, Elden Ring has mechanics of previous Souls games. Lots of games have like better Game of the Year worthy, have mechanics of the previous games before it. You know, so that's just really weird. The Last of Us Part 1 has, or Part 2 has mechanics of the previous Last of Us game. There's certain things that are similar in terms of the gameplay and stuff like that, right? Mechanics and the way that it works. So that's really weird. That's really kind of awkward to me that people would say that it's not. But everyone's entitled to their opinion. You know, everyone is entitled to their opinion. And yeah. Obviously, currently Alan Wake 2 is in the lead for my Game of the Year list. That's good, man. I'm happy that you're enjoying it, Lightning Ninja. The Last of Us 2, many criticized the plot in Abby, but it's still one Game of the Year. Yeah. Not like they hate Nintendo games. I do think some despise Nintendo games. I mean, it's possible. A lot of people despise lots of things. If we're being honest, RE4 Remake is the game I think a lot of people forget about because it came out early. Because the game was fantastic, true remake. And that was the OG one, but done great. I mean, I don't know if people forgot about it because it did win like PlayStation Game of the Year at the Golden Joystick. So I don't think people forgot about it. I think most people have mentioned it. Like, not most, but I've seen people mention the game. Like, I didn't forget about it at least. So I don't know about all that. But and what's up, Commander DNB? I think Baldur's Gate 3 is the RPG of the year. Well, I mean, yeah, duh. Yeah, it's the highest rated RPG of the year, so yeah, of course. Let's see, all these shows care about is either story or graphics, gameplay be damned. That is the determining factor for a lot of people for Game of the Year, is the story. Like, if the story is really good, or if they feel that it's really good, or if it has that cinematic feel that it's incredibly good, it can actually leapfrog games that have better gameplay, you know, just overall, or better mechanics and all that. So yes, I mean, a game that's gameplay dependent, you know, very heavily gameplay dependent, like I said, has to go above and beyond what other games do that year, and it's hard to do. Most of the games are really, I mean, Elden Ring won it, you know. So there was that. That's really gameplay focused, but yeah, a lot of the time it's, you know, really based off of, you know, the story, but sometimes it cannot be. Sometimes it can be based off of other things, right? So, Monado Mario with the 49 months, it says, OJ is speaking facts, but to be honest, I feel like the TJ is more of a glorified new video game announcement event rather than an actual video game award ceremony. I mean, that's a fair assessment too, you know, like I can see people, or like a glorified ad, you know, or something like that. So, I mean, I can see people doing that, but I mean, that's just kind of how big business works, right? Like when you have to pay all the people for like all the different stuff and the arena that you're in and all these different things, like you got to find a way to raise money and get hype and get advertisers excited and get people to pay for things. So it's like a Mr. Beast video, you know. It's like like he can't just, you know, he's got to monetize it, right? Because he's doing all these cool, crazy things for people. But you got to monetize that. You can't make it completely free, otherwise the money's not going to be there. The advertisers aren't going to be there, right? So it's the same thing with this game of the year and all this different type of stuff. It's like, you know, if you're going to have a big show and invite people and get guests and have musical performances and have all this money and expenses, editors and, you know, people, graphics people and all that, social media, like you gotta, you know, you gotta have certain cheesy elements about it, you know? So, let's see. Hey, OJ, I was able to pick up my free pizza earlier today. Nice. Let's go. Free pizza, free Domino's. Let's go. Just have a remake category instead of clogging a spot from Golem. I know. Seriously, Tank. Let's go. Yeah, Star Ocean's really good. I mean, Star Ocean's not going to win Game of the Year, but I think that it has a chance to be like RPG, like nominated for sure. For sure. Let's see. The awards aspect is such an afterthought besides the Game of the Year orchestra. Yeah. Speaking of Mr. Beast, since he went to Africa and helped drill wells for people there, yeah, it's actually really cool. Definitely salutes to Mr. Beast for getting that done, man, because that's That's a dope thing, man. Having clean drinking water, people take it for granted. Jay Poole says on Twitter, Jay Poole says, "What's your game of the year?" Yeah, I think we talked about it, but that was 5 minutes ago, so maybe you missed it. Tears of the Kingdom for me so far, or Future Redeemed. Those two games were really good. So yeah, I'll take one of those two. When it comes down to that, Tears of the Kingdom or Future Redeemed, both of those are really good. Both of those super good. Sorry guys, I got my, oh my god, I got a double audio playing because of Twitter. Sorry about that, guys. Double audio was playing because of Twitter. My bad. I'll try to go back to the questions, so I'll circle back around if you guys have questions. If you're on Twitter and you're watching, feel free to ask away in the comment section. I'll do my best to try to respond to comments there on Twitter. People still found a way to say he's a bad person for drilling wells. Internet, it's not really anybody important that's saying stuff like that, man. It ain't no big deal. Like, when you make as much money as Mr. Beast, you're just gonna have people say something about anything, right? We have people that are damn near nowhere near as successful, nowhere near as big, and you got people whining and crying about everything that YouTubers say or content creators say, or guys like, or people like, I was just saying it in general, right? Just in general, people like, Stephanie Sterling and stuff like that. I got people complaining about what they say about Alan Wake or other video games. Hell, I made a post about like, yo, this is a 4 out of 10. This is ridiculous, So people will complain about anything. It is what it is. But yeah, like, you drill wells in Africa and provide clean drinking water, and people got a problem with that too. So yeah, people do not like Yang-Ye's new voice for Kiryu. So here's the thing that I don't understand. Like, this voice actor stuff's going too far. Why are people upset at Yang-Ye when it's Sega's the one that picked him? If I'm not correct, like, see, I don't understand this. Like, this ride or die voice actor community, people, like, why do you, like, Mario's voice, right? Why do you go after Chris Pratt? Nintendo picked Mario. They picked Chris Pratt. Just go after Nintendo. Why do you harass and go after the voice actor if you don't like their voice in a game? They were picked. They did. Some people be acting like voice actors hold a gun to the publisher's head and say, "You better pick me. Record now," and they get away with it scot-free. I don't understand it. Nobody should be tagging, should be complaining directly to Yang-Ye about his voice. I'm not even trying to defend him because I don't really watch his content like that or anything, but I seen the whole controversy with him. I don't understand. No, not a single person has tagged Sega and said, "Yo, y'all messed up with your casting." At least I don't see that. Everyone's just going over to him and complaining and whining. Now, I get it because he was a bit hypocritical because he did that to Chris Pratt. Like, he criticized Chris Pratt. But he just, I don't think he tagged him on social media. He made a video about it. He reacted to it. And I think that's fine. But you got people going to his page and saying stuff. Why? Why? If I hired someone and I did a hiring process and they did a really crappy job in recording, and when I put it together, why am I going to blame, like, you guys shouldn't blame that person. You should blame me. I'm the one who hired them. I'm the one who evaluated their work and said their work is good enough for my game or for my product. I don't understand this. I swear, these voice acting people are absolutely, like, mentally challenged people. There's something wrong with these people that are rushing to him. It's Sega's fault. Go talk to Sega. Many people are probably, wanted to get that spot. And if they picked him because he's a big YouTuber, then that's on Sega. He doesn't work in the internal team on Sega. He didn't hire himself. He wasn't the director that hired himself. Sega hired him. So I don't understand this nonsense with going to him. If you think his voice is trash, that's Sega's fault. That's not his fault. Yo, some of these people weird as hell, bro. Nobody should be saying a damn thing to Yang-Ye unless it's constructive. Like, hey man, I don't like, people are going after him being angry. No, go after Sega. That makes no sense. Makes no sense. Felipe with the 4 months says worst Keeley game. The worst Keeley game? I don't know. What, game of the year? The worst game of the year, Keely game? I'm not really sure. Y'all let me know in the chat, Felipe. Let me know in the chat. Thank you for the 4 months, bro. Appreciate that. We're at 4 times in the combo count. Let's go. Almost halfway to the 10-minute extension on the stream. Almost halfway to that. Let's get it. Let's go. Hey, what's up, Darth Wesker? Welcome to the stream. What's up, bro? Are you mentally prepared for the SmackDown the Jags are about to give 49ers tomorrow? No, I'm not mentally prepared for it. Oh my God. YouTubers like for Tango Plays and oh no, it's Alex made a video criticizing Young Ye in Yakuza, which is what it is, kind of. I don't have a problem with them criticizing. If you want to criticize him in a video, that's fine. You can criticize him. You can criticize him all you want to if you think his voice is bad. But I don't understand why they're like, Sega picked that voice. Sega thought the voice was good. So that should be going after Sega. Sega thought the voice was good. Oh yeah, Overwatch, yeah. That was 2016, right? Yeah, definitely Overwatch. That was the crustiest one. Yeah, that's the worst. Yeah, Overwatch. I agree with you there, Felipe. Shout outs to Aron with the 64 months. If he had kept his mouth shut and didn't say all the crap he did, no one would have said anything. I don't know. I mean, you're right about that, but I think at the end of the day, like, people should be going to Sega. I haven't seen nobody go to Sega. If this voice was trash, I think people are going to say his voice was trash. If people think his voice is trash, they're going to go to him and say his voice is trash, right? And you're right, he didn't handle it well either, but I just think it's weird that if a voice actor doesn't do well or whatever the case is, y'all go to them when they have an employer that picked them. And they probably auditioned, and there was probably many voice actors, and the employer said, we're going to pick the trash voice, right? So that's on them. That's not on anybody but them. Like, if I went to go audition and I was like, yeah, my name is Keelan here, and this is my voice acting. And if Sega picked me, whose fault is that? Is that my fault when you guys come to start flaming me and saying, yo, OJ, you're, I mean, you guys probably would, but that's Sega's fault for not being able to identify a good voice for their game. I don't know, man. Like, they didn't have to pick him. They chose to pick him. So even if his voice is trash, y'all should be going to Sega. But I understand why people aren't. Like, I get what Aron is saying. Like, I get that as well. We recorded a PlayerEssence Cross Nintendo, but honestly, man, I just forgot, bro, to upload it. I was busy. My head wasn't necessarily clear. You know, so I just didn't upload it. But I mean, we might record tomorrow morning. I don't know though, man. Like, I'm just, like I said, I'm not in the mood really. But we might record tomorrow morning. I'm gonna try to see if we can get something going tomorrow morning, or bring Stealth on during like the Spawncast pre-show or something like that, or bring him on earlier. We might do an earlier show. So we'll see. Let's see here. I will say I don't understand why they also criticize Young A. Had Vid sponsored a protein drink and not being jacked. Shaking my head. All right, so yeah, Young A should definitely get criticism for that, because it wasn't he's telling people he wants to bulk, and he's promoting soy. That's straight up. That's just straight up wrong, false. That's just false advertisement. You're not gonna bulk up drinking soy as a man. That's insane. So, like, yeah, he deserved criticism for that, because he's not jacked, and because he's not bulking, and he's telling people to drink soy, and he's like, this is for I'm bulking, I'm drinking soy. Like, no, there's not a single legitimate trainer that will tell a man, if you want to bulk up, to drink freaking soy protein. Like, no, you drink real protein. You drink organic, or you drink whey protein if you want to bulk up. You do not, you go with that. You do not go with some damn soy milk. Soy has estrogen in it. Like, estrogen is what it's for. It's your fatty tissues for like your breast. You know what I'm saying? Men are not supposed to be drinking soy like that. Like, no, sorry. There's nothing that nobody can say that's going to tell me that men should be drinking soy to bulk. You know, that's insane. Almond milk is fine. It's just almonds. Almond milk is preferable. If you're going to have like an alternative, like if you're lactose or you don't want to drink 2% because it's too fatty or too much calories, yeah, almond milk, that's what I drink, almond milk, you know? So, yeah, I caught up with Gen V. It's really good. Um, so yeah. Nah, Soul Hackers 2 is probably not going to be ported over to the Switch. We got to give Sega no blame because the bad Sonic games we had to endure. Yeah, I know. Let's just blame like the freaking blame the voice actors. It's not true. People heard of a snippet of Yonge. People were going. That's not true. People heard a snippet of Yonge and people were going nuts. Wait, what's not true, Juice Man? I don't understand why they also criticize Young. Okay, never mind. I read that comment. Milk fat is healthy. Nah, not all milk fat is healthy for everyone. Nah, and it's also your calories too. Once again, there's calories from fat. I personally wouldn't recommend drinking like adults, full-grown men. I wouldn't recommend drinking 2% milk. I recommend getting your proteins and getting, your calcium and getting all that from other sources. There's no, I mean, like, that's just me personally. Now, if you're really thin, right, and you want to drink that, and that's what you want to drink, that's cool. But like non-homogenized or whatever, however you say that, like, I personally would just cut that out. Dairy, it doesn't affect everybody the same way, but a lot of dairy just necessarily isn't great. You know what I'm saying? Like all the sources, like in terms of like proteins or what you need from that you get from dairy products, you can get from other places that have way less fat or way more protein or other things that aren't, as bad for you. A lot of you guys are lactose intolerant and don't even know it. Or a lot of times like milk can cause you to be gassy, cause you to fart, cause you to, use the restroom, just things like that, right? Like, so if there's a way to cut down on the fat, if there's a way to cut down on all that type of stuff, you can get it from other places, I would definitely say do that. Like there's other ways to get calcium. There's calcium fortified, like protein supplements, things like that. You can have stuff like, in terms of protein, they give stuff like, you have like the yogurts, the non-fat yogurts that are really good, that are packed full of protein. You have stuff like maybe even tuna if you're looking to get it from there. Calcium, there's other ways to get calcium. There's pills if you just want your calcium from that. So there's other ways. I wouldn't recommend getting it from milk, but once again, you guys do whatever health advice that you guys have gotten or whatever you think is healthy or good for your body, that's fine. I just wouldn't recommend it to my clients back when I did personal training. But that's just me. Once again, everybody's body is different. Some people's bodies respond very well to, that type of milk or whatever the case is. But I mean, I wouldn't recommend it. So yeah. I think Soul Hackers 2 is supposed to be beginning of the third pillar for Atlas. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be a third pillar. I think I did watch a video from God, what's his name? The Shin Megami Tensei guy, David. I think his name is David. I forgot his name. I watch his videos all the time. But yeah, I watched the video from him, and he put out some pretty interesting information about Soul Hackers 2 and like the sales and stuff like that. So it seems like Atlas is done with the game. So yeah. David Cast, there we go. David Cast, JRPGs, that's him. Yeah, so yeah, I watched this video. Check out his video on Soul Hackers 2. Like, I think they're just done with that franchise, At least done with for now. I mean, we'll see. Who knows? I mean, maybe it comes to Switch 2. So yeah. Don't like the whole Cyberpunk situation that will happen with Yonge where you completely flip-flopped on the game. When the game had a terrible launch. I mean, I don't know. I don't watch Yonge, guys, so a lot of the stuff that you guys are talking about with Yonge, like I don't really know. Dude, like these porn bots are relentless on Twitter. Like this is like the worst that I don't know how many times I've had to block, porn bots on Twitter. Like Jesus, man. Anyway. So, yeah, it is what it is. They dropped the ball not releasing it on Switch. I mean, chances are that it still does not great, but yeah, like that, you're definitely ruining your chances. Like Xbox doesn't do anything for you. Like nobody on Xbox cares about Soul Hackers. So that was just bad planning. In the planning stage, like when they set, their platforms, their targets, and what they're trying to do technically. I think that they were going for obviously having parity across the board. And I think that they felt maybe they didn't have to, that it can, with the amount of platforms that it's on, Xbox One, PS4, Xbox Series, PS5, PC, that they'd be able to make up not having a Switch version. But the problem is that literally nobody bought the game on Xbox. Like, literally nobody bought the game. That's the biggest problem that they had. Like, if you made a Switch version that was competent, you're probably going to get, 300, 400, 500,000 sales on Switch, compared to like probably less than 100,000 on Xbox. Like, I don't think anybody really bought the game on the platform, right? And if they did, it wasn't at $60. So I think that's the biggest problem that they face. Like, they completely underestimated the market. It's just complete breakdown in market analysis. Just like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It was just a complete market analysis breakdown. I mean, they could have just been really targeting PlayStation 5 and like PlayStation. That's probably what they're saying. Hey, we can sell enough, like Japanese RPGs do well enough, that we can go with PlayStation. And even if the Xbox isn't very good, like, it'll be an easy port, right? Like, it's like it's x86. We don't have to worry about porting to Switch. It wouldn't really matter. So I think that they felt that they can probably have a big enough push on PC and PlayStation to where it wouldn't matter, or it wouldn't be that bad that they didn't release on Switch. But that wasn't the case, because like PlayStation people didn't really buy the game. It's called Soul Hackers 2, and Soul Hackers 1 is not, they're not like, nobody on those platforms care about Soul Hackers 1, right? Like, those Soul Hackers is not associated with PlayStation like that, or like with Xbox. So it was, like I said, just bad market analysis. They just dropped the ball there, man. So yeah. I don't think people will play it on Game Pass. Like, even if you look at games like Persona 5, Felipe, like, nobody played Persona 5 on, like, people played it on Game Pass, but not really, Hope Midnight Suns is on Switch too. Love the combat. It'd be great for the Switch. I think, Scott, they're done with Midnight Suns. That game flopped, so I don't think they're going to even spend the time and effort to port it. Thank you, Killer Ninja. I appreciate that, man. AOJ just got here. Concerning Game of the Year discussion with Noisy being the most slanted Tears of Kingdom has received. Out of nowhere, it's suddenly a bad game. I mean, you're going to see people, the vocal minority, speak a lot, and that's what you're going to see, like, especially like with certain stuff, right? Like, when it comes down to it. So, I mean, I would say that most people love the game. Most people think the game is really good. But yeah, you're going to see people that really don't like something come out and say it, right? They're going to be definitely out in full force, right? So that's fine. So most people on PlayStation either just play sports games or cinematic games. They don't care about the RPGs much. I mean, it depends on what RPG it is, right? Or like if it's like Final Fantasy, they care about that. Or if it's like, a big RPG, they care about that. Maybe Dragon Quest, a little bit of Dragon Quest. But if it's like, not like one of the staple big RPGs, obviously it's not as popular. But I mean, there are some AA RPGs like Atelier Ryza and like some stuff like that that do have some traction on PlayStation, right? But yeah, if you're talking about like mass appeal, yeah, if it's not like a big JRPG, I mean, usually PlayStation fans are just kind of like, whatever, So yeah. But it's all, what's up, Mario Random? Welcome to the stream, man. Thanks for showing up. Juice says the market analysis was probably done during the PS3 era because things changed with the PS4. I'm not sure how they didn't adjust for that. Yeah, the market analysis was definitely done in the PS4 era. So I'm thinking it was probably like PS4, and then like they weren't going to make it on the Wii U. That was not in the equation. But it just took so long to develop. All of a sudden it turned into like, because the game is a PS4 game. Like, it's not like a PS5 and Xbox series. All they did was take the PS4 version and port it over to PS5, right? So it definitely seemed like it was like a cross-gen. I mean, obviously it's cross-gen, but it seems like the analysis in terms of where this game is going to be, what this game is, and all that, it's a PS4 game, and essentially it devolved into, okay, let's get it on these other platforms, But the problem with that though is like, I think that when you spread your focus out and when it's not focused in on what's going to make the game the best, I think that's when you run into some problems. I think obviously their budget wasn't as high as like Persona and like SMT, so there's also that as well, Dragon Quest 3 is coming, man. Dragon Quest 3 is coming. We'll probably hear more about it. I mean, it might be Switch 2 stuff. It might be at the Switch 2 event. Look, I'm the last person that's gonna sit here and act like I love Final Fantasy 16, but you know, people do love Final Fantasy 16 quite a bit. I think the game is okay, but a lot of people really do like the game. So I mean, yeah, scripted events, the big, you know, spectacle JRPG, easy to play, rip through everything, not hard at all. You know, that's what kind of like what people like. You know, so yeah. Wait, hold on. Oh no, I don't need that. No, I'm good. Thank you. If the problem was with Soul Hackers was porting it, you think they would develop it as a Nintendo Switch game? No one cares if the game looked worse. Yeah, I mean, once again, Felipe, breakdown and market analysis. Like, this just, I mean, it happens, right? We all make mistakes, right, Felipe? So, it was just a breakdown in market analysis. They didn't think this one all the way through. And once again, the market analysis started probably before the Switch was even a thing, right? And they didn't reverse course. Like, there wasn't the money to reverse course, and they just didn't reverse course. So really, all their options were other platforms, like x86 platforms, PC, Xbox, PlayStation. They weren't going to say, all right, now we're going to develop an ARM version of the game. We're going to develop one for Tegra Mobile. We're going to have to change all these things. They weren't going to do that. The money wasn't there for that, right? So the problem was they didn't anticipate it, which, I mean, I don't blame them. You know, like, I don't blame them 100%, but it's like you do blame them, right? If you look at like something like SMT, like the market analysis said SMT's a good fit for Nintendo, so even if it's not on other platforms, at least it's going to be on Nintendo, will sell a good amount of copies, right? That's what the market analysis said with that game. They decided to not go with that with, like, they decided to bring Soul Hackers to consoles, PlayStation, so that's the market analysis they had. I mean, it was a bad analysis, but that's what they put up, you know. ARMS Part 2, probably not till next generation. FF16 is a weird case because you can tell some big FF channels didn't love it, but they forced themselves to find something positive to say after gassing up the game. I think that there's some truth to what you just said there, Luca. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say that that's not true. I think that there was a number of because, like, here's the problem that I have with Final Fantasy channels. You're right. They spent all day gassing that game up and talk about how amazing it is and talk about how it doesn't need all these things. And then when FF7 Rebirth comes out or shown off and like you can do all these things that are awesome, they start hyping up all those things. It's like, wait a minute. I know every game doesn't need the same mechanics and all that, but you can't sit here and tell me that, oh my God, one game that's Final Fantasy action RPG doesn't allow you to switch characters and it's not a big deal, and then hype up the next game. It's, oh wow, I can switch characters. Oh wow, I can play as my favorite character. Oh wow, I can play as Sephiroth now. Oh wow, I can play as Red 13. Oh wow, I can do double team attacks. Oh wow, I can do all this stuff that's really cool. Oh wow, look at all these mini games. Oh wow, look at all this stuff that's cool that makes Final Fantasy fun. The same stuff that you just sat there and was like, no big deal, no big deal, no big deal, no big deal, or it's not a problem, it's not a problem. Like, that's the problem that I have. It's like, y'all fake. Some of y'all fake as hell, you know? Like, so it is what it is. It is what it is. Thoughts on Sony live service cancellations? I hate live service, but also kind of makes Sony look lost at the moment. Other than Wolverine, maybe 2024 is a mystery. Yeah, I mean, even Wolverine isn't guaranteed for 2024. Yeah, I mean, it's good that they're reversing course, but at the same time, like, it doesn't look good. Don't look good, Chief. I also think many PS players either play AAA JRPGs like FF, or they mostly play free-to-play ones like Genshin and Honkai. Yeah, I think that's part of it too. When games like Bravely Default and Octopath Traveler exist, you can't clearly see that FF16 sucks, but it has pretty graphics, so the normies eat it up. I mean, it's easy to play, good graphics, obviously good sound, good music, you know, like good voice acting. Like, it has all the things. It has all like the window dressings of a great, phenomenal game, and people like that, man. I mean, like, you know, on the Spawncast, like, everybody on that Spawncast likes the game. Dreamcast guy likes it. You know, MVG likes it. Spawn likes it. They all like it. They all think that it's incredible, right? So yeah, I mean, that's what people like. People like that stuff. So, oh wow, look at all these cringe. Wait, what are you talking about, Monado? Yeah, I really think telling. I think it's really telling when they say they wouldn't want another game in the FF16 style, despite saying they love the game. Yeah, nobody would sit. And that's the thing that you like. You try to like wrangle out of them. If you say, okay, so if they said this is going to be the base for Final Fantasy, and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth will be the last type, like you're not going to be able to switch characters anymore. You're not going to be able to. The mini games, the really cool side quests, all that. Like that's screw that. That's done with Final Fantasy. This is the style that we're going to go going forward, and we're going to keep it like that. You think people would be happy with? You think that they would be happy with that? No, they wouldn't be happy with that. But they've got to find a way to protect their Messiah. Yoshi P's their Messiah. That's their god. So they got to find ways to protect that, right? Now, in the context of just simply knowing that that's not going to happen, they're going to defend it, right? But deep down inside, I don't think any real modern Final Fantasy fan wants to see Final Fantasy 16 in that style going forward, where you can't you can't switch other characters. It's not like the side quests are terrible, the equipment is terrible, the leveling, the mechanics are terrible, and really it's more about the spectacle than the gameplay fluidity and spectacle than it is about the mechanics and the side quests and the structure and stuff like that, right? Like you're not gonna find anybody that says, all right, yeah, like I think honestly people will rather have, if they really, you put a truth serum in them, most Final Fantasy fans, like you said, will just say, you know, give me Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and that structure over Final Fantasy 16, right? Let's see here. I was talking about the forced mature scenes of the FF16. Oh, okay, yeah, I feel you on that one. Let's see here. OJ, what do you think the Switch 2 launch lineup is? I'm joking. Yeah, right. FF16 has great production values. It's perfect for PlayStation Crowd. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, Super Mario Bros. Movie's doing pretty good, Alcove. I have to read. I have to head out. Have family photos tomorrow morning. See you later. All right, take it easy, Brooks. Also, Jay Biggs, what's up, man? What's up? Randomly woke up to catch your late night live. Thank you. I appreciate that, Jay Biggs. Shout outs. They can implement multiple characters in future games. What are you talking about? Are you talking about just like, oh, what, Final Fantasy? Man, I agree with you. If you guys have not hit that like button, make sure you guys hit that like button. Appreciate you guys supporting the stream today. Hit that like button. We're only at 51 likes, but we got 100 people plus watching, so make sure you guys hit that like button if you have not hit that like button already. Thank you guys for watching the stream today. I do appreciate it. But yeah, I see that Kiryu is trending. So this whole Yang situation has been wild. But I mean, listen, they've got what's it called? They've got people. They've got Japanese audio, so there's that, right? So yeah. But it seems like yeah, it's a Gundam. I saw it's a Gundam on Twitter was like, don't like Yang Kiryu, welcome to the band world, buddy. Population, you. And then yeah, he made it. I guess he made a video on that. Yeah, a lot of people were definitely not happy with the voice. It is what it is. Star Ocean 2 is so incredible. Star Ocean 2 is incredible. Yeah, it's really good. If you guys haven't seen my video this year, check out my video on Star Ocean. Check it out. Emperor Baron Black says arguing. Yeah, arguing, Emperor. The arguing has begun. You haven't seen it on Twitter, man? Hey, Bear Cheeks Emperor, you better get ready, bro. Good to see Emperor Baron Black in the stream. Bear Cheeks is definitely gonna, like I told you before, Bear Cheeks is gonna win Game of the Year at the Game Awards, man. Did you see how many Golden Joystick Awards it won? It won like freaking like 6 or 7 awards. It's gonna win 100%. What's up, David Bofa? Welcome to the stream. Sorry for off topic, but have you seen the debate between Boogie and Mutar in RTU stream? It was kind of ruckus. Yeah, you guys can talk if you guys want to talk to me about any of the YouTube drama. That's fine. I'll talk about it. I don't care. Yeah, I did. When I was running this morning or this afternoon, I saw the drama. I heard the whole drama between Mutahar and Boogie. And yeah, that was very interesting. I mean, I don't like, listen, I don't support Boogie. I think somebody, I said, like, I think, who was it? Doc Trey on Twitter was like posting like, oh my God, this Boogie documentary is crazy. And I'm like, yeah, I'm glad I never supported him. And some weirdo literally dug through like years of my tweets and was able to find one tweet where I said, oh yeah, I just saw the recent back in 2016, where I said I just saw the recent Boogie video about the Switch 2. Looking forward to it. That's what I said. I didn't say that I supported Boogie with donations so he can put that into prostitutes. I didn't say anything like that. All I said was, oh yeah, I saw the video with Boogie. I'm excited about the system. I didn't say I support him and I donate to him and I go to his live stream. So one weirdo digged up the tweet from 2016 and was like, you're a liar. I'm like, yeah, that's support for Boogie. 7 years, you can find one tweet from 2016. Yeah, you're a moron. Absolute moron. Let's see here. Yeah, you can't beat the internet. I just banned it was a sock account anyway. I just banned him. I just blocked him. I'm not gonna waste my time with this weirdo. Fact that Boogie thinks he can spend money on all he wants because he probably won't live long is so disappointing. I mean, I don't think that's the case. Boogie's just, once again, like when you get internet stardom and fame, and like I watched the whole documentary. Like I watched the Mike Klum documentary. I watched the whole thing, and when you get internet fame and when you get fortune and when you get whatever, and like you combine that with a bad childhood, you combine that with being morbidly obese, like that's why I never support anybody that's morbidly obese like that. Like if you don't even take care of yourself, then there's no reason why I gotta take care of you. Like unless you have real reasons why you don't want to exercise or eat good. But Boogie had every single opportunity, you know. He had every single opportunity to hire a personal trainer, to hire people to help with his diet, he was rich. He's literally rich. He was rich. And if you don't want to spend that money, you spend that money on being a sugar daddy. You spend that money on trips to Disneyland with women. You got one woman who literally stopped doing adult work because the experience with Boogie was so bad in the documentary. Like, why would you support? That's why I'm saying I don't support people that don't support themselves. If I look at you on screen and like you look like somebody that's being incredibly unhealthy habits, unhealthy lifestyle, unhealthy way of thinking, super negative, super crazy things, I ain't gonna support you, bro. Like, because you gotta help yourself before anybody else helps you. You gotta help yourself, especially if you've got money, especially if you're rich. Some of these people that are like this, they don't got no money. Boogie had money. He could have hired a god tier personal trainer, could have hired a chef, but he spent that money. He spent $200K on Women of the Night. Like, nah, fam. I'm glad I never donated $1 to that dude. Nah, because that's where your money was going. Your money was going to that. Your money was going to that. It wasn't going to anything to him to improve his life, to improve his setup, to improve his stream. All he did was buy figurines and buy arcade machines and buy a bunch of toys. And his setup was the same crusty setup dude had from like the Francis videos. You know? Dude only got popular because he was fat. Like, that's the only reason why he even got popular, is because he's being unhealthy. You know? So, like, no, I ain't supporting nobody like that. Yeah, spent a ton of money on crypto. All this stuff like that. Is he fat again? He's always been. I'm not trying to fat shame either, but that's just like I said. I have no sympathy for somebody who's filthy rich and still can't get the help that they need because you're rich. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've got a lot of money, so you can hire who you need to hire. You can hire a personal trainer. You can hire a dietitian. You didn't do that. You didn't want to do that. You spent all your money on women and arcade machines and toys and Magic the Gathering and expensive trips and all sorts of other stuff. Nah, fam. I don't feel any sympathy towards him. I don't feel none. None whatsoever. I mean, I wish him the best, but I feel no sympathy towards him. Yeah, buying Mountain Dew, buying McDonald's, just like, guys, I my weight ballooned up to 250 pounds, and I'm still a little bit heavier right now than I even need to be. But I'm still exercising. I'm still trying to eat healthier. I'm still doing what I need to do. Like, I'm never going to let myself go all the way to the max. And guys, I've got a lot of stuff that I'm dealing with right now. Like, mentally, this is like, I'm good mentally because I'm mentally strong. But like, I've got a lot of things that like everybody's got like hardships in their life. Like everybody's got demons. Everyone's got skeletons in the closet, whatever the case is, right? And I'm dealing with really bad people right now. Like I'm dealing with really bad people. But that don't mean I go and eat everything in the house. That don't mean I go and like, you know, do all, no, that don't mean I do all that. Like you gotta find a way, bro. Like we're all adults here. So there are people that can't handle having too much resources. That might be part of it. At least he's buying hundreds of worth of microtransactions on the mobile game WWE Champions. Don't feel sorry for Darkside Phil either. I make fun of him all the time because his case is the funniest because he be lying. You know. Let's see. Boogie actually did some good in the world of he converting ladies of the night. Yeah. Yo, did you see the documentary? The lady was like, yeah, I had a, you know, I worked with Boogie. And there was just so many roles and so many roles. It was hard to find. And then she was like, yeah, it was, this experience was so bad that I actually quit afterwards. And she's like, yeah, and she's I think she said that, but his money helped me pay for nursing schools. So at least, yeah, that's true. At least she has kids and she's in nursing now. So at least, hey, look, she can save lives. She can, you know, my mom's a nurse, so it's all good. Yo, Joshua David with the 2 months says, I pet my favorite kitten. I'm enjoying my time at Sandrock. Yo, let's go. Shout outs. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Thank you, Joshua David. Appreciate you, my man. Thank you for the support. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you for the 2. But yeah, man, it's pretty wild. Nah, some say Boogie is worse than DSP, which I totally agree. I mean, Boogie's worse than DSP, but DSP's just is pretty bad. He blew all his money on alcohol, expensive trips, statues, gaming memorabilia, BMW. Oh my God, what else did he blow his money on? WWE mobile games. Like, so he blew all of his YouTube money on that. Like, let me tell you something right now. If the first thing that you do when you get YouTube money is go buy an expensive car, chances are you're not going to be successful. You know, like the same crusty car I had before I did YouTube. It's not, okay, hold up. The car's not crusty. It's an okay car. It's a nice Chevy. But the same car that I had before YouTube is the car that I have right now. I just keep getting that baby fixed. I just keep getting it fixed and keep getting it fixed. The last thing that I want, and I could have probably bought something nicer, but I'm like, nah, fam, I haven't earned it yet. You know? No. The same car I got is the same car I got. You know? So these are documentaries on content creators. Yeah, there's documentaries on content. There's documentaries on Boogie. There's a big documentary that just came out on Boogie. There's documentaries on Darkside Phil. There's a couple. There's a few. There's a number of documentaries on him. So yeah. Hey, I'm doing good, Mr. J. I'm doing good, man. How are you? DSP could be extremely rich. He was one of the first gaming YouTubers. That's true. He could have been really rich, but he blew it. My dream car. I could have bought my dream car. Yeah, absolutely. I don't color my beard. I got a few gray hairs that are popping out. A couple white or gray hairs. I don't know if it's the product that I use that I just leave on there and then it bleaches the hair, or if it's just me getting old. But I don't use any product. I don't use anything. But my family, we don't really get gray hairs till we're like in our like 60s or 70s. Like, so that's like my family. My family, we don't get gray hairs till we're like really, really old. I'm just old. But most of my family, like in our 30s, 40s, 50s, 30s, 40s, 50s, we still all got black hair. Like you know, my family, my dad, my brother, you know, my uncles. So, I could have bought my dream car, my Lexus. Could have bought my Lexus IS 350 F Sport. I could have, but I said, nah, fam, I ain't doing that. Said, nah, I'm good. First of all, one, it's too expensive. That's the first thing. And second of all, because I was brand new, it's too expensive. But I mean, I might get it down the line. I might get it like 5 or 6 years from now. So gross that DSP satisfied himself and started his stream without washing his hands or anything. Yeah, man, that was a wild day. I remember when it happened. Oh my God, these freaking bots. Jesus, like multiple bots per stream. It's like the same people too. The same people. Yeah, insurance is it's not too bad on a Lexus, but it's not like, yeah, it's not the cheapest, that's for sure. So yeah. Let's see here. Got a coworker paying $800 plus a month for that Lexus. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I ain't trying to pay like a whole almost like apartment rent for a car. Like, if I get a new car, I'm gonna definitely have to pay like, I want to pay like half of it down or like 75% of it down. So the monthly payments super low, right? And I don't really feel like giving them that amount. Like, I don't like me, I'm like cautious. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen in the future. I'm a content creator. 1 minute you could be everything's Gucci. The next minute PewDiePie yells the N-word or something like that, right? Like the next minute everything's ruined for everyone, but not him. He's already rich. So it's like, when you're a content creator, you've got to anticipate somebody messing it up. You got to anticipate somebody messing it up for you. You got to anticipate a sniper wolf or these complete rich weirdos that like to just say whatever they want, right? Like adpocalypse. So we've had two, since I started doing, oh, my bad, guys. Drop my controller. We good. Since I started doing YouTube, we've had 2 adpocalypses since I started doing YouTube. 2 adpocalypses since I started seriously. 2017, there's been 2 separate adpocalypses in 7 years. That's wild, right? That's just crazy. So yeah, I'm good. That's good. This YouTuber drama is so wild. Yeah, it's entertaining, man. I'll say that. Like, it's super entertaining. Super entertaining. So super entertaining. So yeah. Speaking of Sniper Wolf, I recently watched Nerd City, and apparently Sniper Wolf plagiarized Ozzyland's videos and attacked her. I don't know who all that is, but I wouldn't be surprised. Sniper Wolf, she's scum. She's not. It's not just about what happened with Jack's Films. Like, she was scum and a weirdo before that. So yeah. So it is what it is on that one. The first was the first time I ever heard of DSP. DSP. I watch a troll channel, Duty streams, and like this dude be like ripping apart DSP all the time. Like, I used to watch DSP streams so I can get to the funny parts, but now I don't gotta watch it because Duty just rips out all the funny parts for me. So now I don't have to. So yeah. So it is what it is. Is what it is. If you guys have questions, you guys can tag me at PlayerEssence, hashtag PlayerEssence by itself. We still got about 45 minutes left on the stream, so we still got plenty of time. If we get our combo count to 10, we'll extend it by 10 minutes, and of course the rewards, link in the description. Shout out to my man Joshua David. Thank you for the 2 months, man. Appreciate that. Hopefully you're still petting the kitten. Do I still watch LTG? Nah, not really, because his streams are like NyQuil inducing, man. Like you gotta wait a long time to get to the good part, and he ends up talking a lot on like influencers and other people, and like his commentary is terrible. So no, I don't really watch him a lot anymore. I do watch some of the other channels that talk about him or show some of his clips of gameplay, and I do find those funny. But he streams with like the butt of night, and on top of that, like he's only on Twitch now, and Twitch just has way too many ads and way too many things. And I know you can you know sponsor up or whatever to what's it called, to get those removed. But I don't even really watch anybody. If you're primarily on Twitch, I don't even really watch you that much. Like I'll go over and watch Miss Click stream, you know, but outside of that, I don't really be going to Twitch too much to watch people, just because Twitch's viewing experience is it's not great for me. What do you think Nintendo can show at the TGAs? Like, I don't think Nintendo's gonna show anything at the TGAs. Like, maybe they show like another trailer for Princess Peach Showtime, or maybe they show like a Paper Mario. Maybe they give her like a release date for Paper Mario, or maybe they show more of that. But I don't really think they're gonna really show much in terms of that. So you can end up like RGT, buy a car, pay too much, then lose the keys and sell the car. Yeah, you could for sure. So yeah. Maybe it's something third party related. I mean, maybe. Yeah, the Domino's pizza was legitimately delicious, man. It was so good. Domino's probably got the best pizza. Like, out of all the pizza chains, like, we're not counting like the custom pizza chains, and we're not counting like the like homemade pizza chains and like all like the Blaze pizza, all like the custom pizzas. Just like out of all the pizza chains, I think Domino's got the best pizza. I think Domino's definitely got the best pizza. No, you're right. Twitch is awful. 7 to 10 ads in a row is not great. Yeah, like, bro, you'll be watching someone and like they'll literally just start stacking up ads. Like, yeah, like 10. One time I saw, like, I was watching Armada, right? Like, former Super Smash Brothers player, and like, dude had like, before when I used to watch, there wasn't that many ads, like, or you can control them, but now it's just like automatic. So it's like, imagine watching my stream now and like it would just stop and say, you guys got to watch like 15 ads, right? Like, YouTube does have a ad mode, like, where you can where you can control like the type of ads, and like you can put like the different types of categories, like with ads and stuff like that. Like, there's different, like, you can do that, but like it's it's just not, it's like right there, like I inserted an ad, right? So some of you guys might see an ad right now. If you have YouTube Premium, you won't. But for those that are watching the ad or anything, come back and tell me how much it is. Now, for those that are watching the ad, or after you're done watching the ad or skip watching the ad, like when you come back, let people know. Like, Twitch is like, it's like that all the time. Like, you'll just be seeing a bunch of those, like over and 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 over. There'll be an ad. Got an Opera Browser ad. See what I'm saying? You got an ad, right? On Twitch, it's like 6 or 7 of those in a row. Here on YouTube, you can control it yourself. I can insert, I don't insert ads during my streams. I'm just doing it just to give you guys an example of what I'm talking about. You can control it. And right, okay, you want to do an ad every single whatever, or you can turn it on to like an automated thing where they're gonna, and like they you can do it like heavy, middle, and like light. You know, me, I'm just not gonna turn it on. Like, maybe if I go for like, I'm gonna go get something, maybe if I remember, I'll insert an ad, but for the most part, nah. You know, the ads are usually pretty short. It's just like you can just skip it after like 30 seconds or something. Ads just make you want to click off the stream or video. Yeah, like, I mean, that's why it's like YouTube Premium's good, because like I want to support all the content creators, but like I don't want to necessarily like watch a million ads or skip through all of them. So Premium's good for that, you know, because then you don't gotta worry. You help out the content creator, and all that good stuff. But yeah, like when you have like a million like I don't mind watching an ad or two. Like if Twitch made it to where it was like, okay, here's a couple ads, you know, or like an ad or 2 ads, okay, but it's like 6 or 7 in a row. It's like too much, you know. It's like way too much. So yeah. Twitch ads are just too long in general. 5/8 ads or not. I got an ad for an ice cream. There you go. Ice cream ad. Whataburger earlier. Also, big Twitch content creators all just seem to be fake. but maybe that's just me. No, a lot of them are. I mean, some of them are genuine. Like, there's a lot of actually good people, but, you know, like, I'll keep it honest, man. My faith in humanity is just, like, there's a lot of you guys are good people, right, man? But I don't know about you guys, but the older you get, the more skeptical, the more cynical you get, right? Like, right now I'm dealing with people that are very, I mean, like, I'm not gonna sit here and say evil, but damn, dude, it seems pretty much evil to me, right? I'm dealing with some people that could be evil, right? Like, just very wicked with certain things. And it's kind of not only that experience, but other experiences that I've had over my years that just made me very, very skewed on, like, people just in general. Until, like, you prove to me that you're not a fake or a weirdo. So I kind of just, like I said, keep to myself. I don't really be sitting here trying to talk to all these other people or anything like that. I don't really be worried about none of that. You know, I just kind of just take care of me and my fam, or my family and myself, you know. Make sure my mom and my sisters and my brother, everybody that's close to me, make sure you guys are entertained. A lot of you guys DM me, hey, OJ, you know, this happened to me. What's your advice? Yeah, I'll take care of you guys. You know, I'll take care of y'all here that show love and know, you know, I know that you guys, you know, are doing the right things. Like, yeah, I'll talk to you guys, but, like, I'm not going to be sitting here worrying about everybody else, you know. But it is what it is. Gen Z. I mean, sometimes it's Gen Z, man, but sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's like, sometimes it's even, there's a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of nonsense overall, you know, associated with many different types of people, which is unfortunate. You know, very, very, very unfortunate. So yeah, what about Mario RPG? You know? What about Mario RPG? So we can talk about that. So apparently, did you guys know that Mario RPG was not made by Square Enix? Well, it actually kind of was made by Square Enix, but not. Apparently, the person or the development team that made Mario RPG, Super Mario RPG Remake, is I think it's called Arte something. I forgot the name. They make Dragon Quest games. So they've made a lot of Dragon Quest games. So hold on, let me pull up the okay. So since like Super Mario RPG leaked recently, right? So it recently leaked. So yeah, what the? Okay, hold up. Oh, my page froze. Uh-oh. Everything froze. Yeah. Oh. Like everything. Everything. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to go to my task manager because my Chrome froze. All right, there we go. So let me just boot everything back up. Sorry, guys. Everything froze. So there you go. That's weird. All right, there we go. We back. We back. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Everything just crapped out on me. Okay. So what the heck? All right. Let me find that article once again. Oh my god, dude, Chrome is acting super weird. Dude, I'm just... Oh my god, I'm sorry, guys. Like, this is wild. Okay, Chrome is acting super weird. You know? So I'm just gonna have to end it all again. I'm just gonna have to use, like, Edge, Microsoft. Let me use the, Microsoft Edge instead. Because, like, Microsoft Edge isn't tripping. So we're using Microsoft Edge right now. Chrome is acting hella weird. Super weird. So let's just go to Chrome. All right, I'm sorry, guys. I'm usually not this disorganized. When it comes down to things, I'm usually not this disorganized, but I mean, like, this is crazy. All right, so let me go to my live settings. All right, there we go on there. So I'm opening that out. Gotta get everything opened up again. Yeah, Chrome doing Chrome things. For sure. Chrome doing Chrome things. I don't know. I think I might be done with Chrome. Chrome's kind of like trash anyway, right? Like, Chrome's kind of like low-key trash. I think Microsoft Edge is actually better than Chrome. So, yeah, I think I'm going to be done with Chrome, which I should be anyway. Alright, so this, Chrome's a little weird though. I gotta make this a bit bigger. I highly recommend anything Microsoft. Xbox Defense Force second in command Bilky. Yeah, what's good, man? So yeah, let me go over this Nintendo everything. Nintendo everything. Alright, yeah, Chrome's operating so much better. Or sorry, not Chrome. Edge. Oh wait, hold up. This is acting all. I think Nintendo Everything is acting all. Yeah, I think Nintendo Everything's the one that's causing it. Yeah. Yeah, it's Nintendo Everything that's causing, at least for me, it's causing everything to go haywire. Anyway, Art Piazza or whatever the case is, they're the ones who are making it. And it's using Unity engine. You guys know that? So it's using Unity engine, and it's made by the same developer who's made a bunch of Dragon Quest games. So there's that. And it's leaked online. Like, Super Mario RPG has leaked online. So just keep that in mind, too. But yeah, Go Nintendo had an article on it. But Go Nintendo's website redesign, it's like, not great. Like, I'm not sure how good it is. Like, the latest from, like, let me see here. It's like, sometimes it's hard to find articles. So, yeah, sometimes it's, like, really hard to find articles, so... let me see here. Super Mario RPG developer revealed. Alright. Yeah, Arte Piazza? I called it Mike Piazza. That's who I called it. Alright, so let's see here. Earlier it was revealed fans have been wondering just what development team was working on Super Mario RPG for Switch. Today, just a week from launch, we finally have that answer. The mystery is over. We now know it's Art. It's either Arte or Art. Art Piazza is the development team Nintendo worked with to bring Super Mario RPG to life on the Switch. This actually is a pretty fantastic fit, as Art Piazza is most well known for working with Square Enix on multiple Dragon Quest titles. To see Nintendo team with third party with extremely close ties to Square Enix on a remake of Super Mario RPG just makes perfect sense. So along with this information, we also learned that Super Mario RPG was built using the Unity engine. Nintendo started working on Unity built tiles a few years back, and they've certainly been getting some mileage out of the engine. That said, you have to wonder if they might be changing direction going forward, considering the recent controversy surrounding Unity and licensing fees. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Nintendo Fire Emblem Engage also uses Unity. As well. So yeah. So that turned out to be pretty good. It turned out to work well for all the companies involved, right? So, guys, let me know what you guys think about that. What's up? Is it Garado? What's up, man? Welcome to the stream, dude. Hello, everyone. Greetings from Canada. Greetings. Do you think GTA 6 show will be shown at the Game Awards, or do you think Rockstar is wanting to do it on their own? I mean, I think that it probably might be shown like right before the Game Awards, and then at the Game Awards, maybe there's more information on it, or there's something else. But I'm pretty sure that, I mean, it'll show up in some way, shape, or form at the Game Awards. But I think it'll actually be shown like just like on a random day. They'll just pick a day and then show the trailer. So I think that's what's gonna happen. You know. Super Mario RPG spoilers are worrisome. Yeah, right. I haven't used Chrome in like a year after some new updates to Edge. Yeah, Edge is pretty good. I use it for all my music. Like whenever I do music on stream, like I use Edge just for the music. So none are great. Safari sucks too. Everything's trash. I say Opera GX and Brave are better, but problem is that they are hard to import bookmarks. Yeah. Like if you have all your stuff already set, like Edge is super easy, so I don't know. I'll probably just switch back over to Edge. Like, I don't know. Chrome takes up too much resources. Like, it's just Chrome's like a resource hog. So, there's also that. There's also that. So it is what it is there. If you guys have more questions, like I said, feel free to tag me at PlayerEssence, #PlayerEssence. More than happy to answer your questions. All that good stuff. Get it going. Hit that like button too if you've not already hit that like button on the stream. Yeah, but I meant on the phone. That is PC. It's somewhat easy. Oh, okay, on the phone. Yeah. I don't know. What do I use? Do I use Chrome for my... Yeah, I use Chrome on my phone for my browser, which it's... I don't know if it's good or not, but it's probably not that great, but... This... Yeah, this is Streets of Rage 4. This is the main theme. Which I still need to go back and play that game, like replay the game like with different characters and stuff like that. Streets of Rage 4 is really good. Back in the day, like beat 'em ups were like my favorite genre. I love the beat 'em ups, man. Love them. Yeah, Streets of Rage 4. What are you guys up to though? What games are you guys planning on playing this weekend? What's happening? Looking forward to playing Hogwarts Legacy on Switch since Nintendo released the trailer for it the other day. Got me amped for it. Oof. I mean, I don't know, man. That Hogwarts is looking kind of crusty on the Switch, man. I'll be honest. I mean, I guess it's good for all things considered, but yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Jordan, hey, what's up, Jordan? Says playing Persona 5 Royal for the first time, 115 hours in. Who's your favorite Phantom Thief? I just like Joker, to be honest. I like Joker and I like Makoto. Like, yeah, those are the two. Chrome on the phone is fine. That Chrome eats up a lot of space, though. It does. This impressed me how good you are at keeping momentum with the stream. I've been doing it for a long time. Persona 5 and Star Ocean Second Story. Yeah, Star Ocean's really good. I'm going to play more of it this weekend. I love the beat 'em ups too back in the day. Yeah, like Streets of Rage was like my favorite. Like out of all the beat 'em up games, like I played Double Dragon, I played, you know, Final Fight, I played, you know, all the beat 'em ups. TMNT. It was between TMNT. That was probably like my favorite Nintendo beat 'em up. Was anything on like a Nintendo system, it was like TMNT, the arcade game. Like TMNT, the arcade game, that was my favorite. And then for like, you know, the 16-bit era, Streets of Rage. Streets of Rage, Streets of Rage, Streets of Rage. I thought that was like the coolest game. I was like, nah, Streets of Rage is the coolest. There's like a little black dude that has like a backwards hat and can like beat your butt on roller skates, because roller skates were really cool back then. I was like, nah, Streets of Rage is the best, man. It's so good. so yeah, like I love Streets of Rage. I thought it was great. But yeah, like TMNT was also like Turtles in Time was so good on Super Nintendo. But yeah, the arcade game was like my favorite. Like that was like my favorite. I would really love like a high end. I know they'll never do this, but like, what about like if there's like ever like a high end Turtles like action game, like as good as like Devil May Cry, or as good as Bayonetta, or as good as God of War, which apparently they're trying to make that with the Ronin Turtles game, but there's never been a true HD high-end like incredible Turtles game, right? We've never gotten that. Like that'd be dope. Trying to beat Octopath Traveler 2 before I start on Star Ocean. Nice, let's go, Melface. Finished Tears of Kingdom 2 days, so I'll probably go back and finish Fire Emblem Engage Val Xenologue. Nice, let's go. Metal Gear Solid 2 on Switch gameplay is solid, yeah. Tears of the Kingdom of Wonder, yep. I still gotta finish up everything in Wonder. Still gotta finish up everything there. Trying to figure out a Souls like on Switch worth trying. I want to try play more of those. Have you played Dark Souls? Have you played like the actual like Dark Souls game on Switch? Sakurai recent video talk about how he made the Smash Fighter reveal trailers interesting. Is interesting, but I still miss Subspace Emissary, where I had somewhat of a story. Yeah, I mean I'm not a huge Subspace fan, but I know people like it. But yeah, whatever. You know, hopefully they do another one if they can. Not yet. Yeah, try just Dark Souls on the Switch. There's also like I think another game called Mortal Shell. Like if you want like another Dark Souls clone, Mortal Shell is a good one. There aren't like a ton of Souls clones on Switch though, so keep that in mind. Like most of them are on Xbox and PlayStation. I'm pretty sure that there's more Souls clones that I just can't think of, but those are the two. I mean, obviously Dark Souls and Mortal Shell. Those are the two, but I'm pretty sure somebody in the chat can give you some more. So yeah. Let me see if I missed any comments. I got a new Samsung Neo QLED TV. Metroid Prime Remastered looks phenomenal. Nice. Okay, so QLED. I don't have a QLED TV, and I haven't done much research into a QLED. I got an OLED. So how's QLED? Is QLED? I mean, like I said, I haven't done much research. Is QLED better than OLED? Juice. I haven't really researched too much on QLED TVs. But yes, I bet the games look awesome on there, you know? Like I bet they do. Finish up Dead Space Remake right now and I'm watching you. Thank you, Josh. Appreciate you watching me. And yeah, Dead Space Remake. Man, you guys are playing all sorts of stuff. You guys are playing all sorts. You guys are variety. Let me know. Keep on letting me know what you guys are playing or what you guys are up to with the content, you know? Maybe it wasn't a beat 'em up, but it felt like it was. Which game are you talking about? What game, JD? I missed yours. Okay. You just put my name together and it'll tag me. It'll highlight. Grinding Modern Warfare 3, grinding 50,000 kills in Modern. Okay, Zombies, Spider-Man 2, Fire Emblem Warriors. Okay, yeah, Modern Warfare. Yeah, you're a big Call of Duty guy, Call of Duty guy. Yeah, I'm not a Call of Duty guy. I'm not a Call of Duty guy. No, I enjoy it. But no, the reason why I missed it is because it was bracketed in between people actually tagging me. So I just missed it there. My bad, dude. My bad. It's all good, man. I'm glad that you guys are enjoying. Anybody excited for Super Mario RPG this upcoming week? I know I am, man. I'm looking forward to it, dude. I am looking forward to Super Mario RPG and Naruto. Super Mario RPG and Naruto, both of them. So yeah. So Super Mario RPG and Naruto, man. I'm looking forward to it, dude. Looking forward to it. Is rain wet? Yes, sir. Naruto crusty though. It is crusty, but let me give you guys, keep it a buck with you guys. It's views on the channel, and it's views, and it's, I gotta at least give them the chance, right? It's the first new real Naruto game in since 7 years. Like the last one was I think 2016, Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. So I gotta give it a chance. I gotta give it the opportunity, you know. But yes, it's crusty. But I mean, at least it's 60 frames crusty this time. At least on PS5, it'll be 60 frames crusty, you know. Yeah, we're definitely gonna stream Naruto. We're definitely streaming Naruto as ASAP, on PS5, and then I'll play the Switch version portable. And I'll let you guys know how that version is too. Samsung makes QLED TVs, not OLED. It's not as good as OLED. Different technologies. QLED is closer to LCD TVs than OLED TVs. Okay, yeah. So it's not. It doesn't have the deep blacks and the brightest colors, but it's solid. It's good, but just not quite as good as OLED. Is that what you're saying, Evo? Finishing Spider-Man 2 and Wonder, then on to Super Mario RPG. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm just waiting. I actually want to play Alan Wake 2, but I need to play Control. I need to go through some story recaps of everything, because apparently you have to play a bunch of Remedy's games. You have to play Control, you have to play Alan Wake. I played the original Alan Wake, but I don't remember the story. You have to play everything to understand the story completely, so I need to just wrap all that up. And then there needs to be a physical edition of Alan Wake 2. I need to get a physical, so hopefully they do. I would go for LG OLED over a Samsung TV. Yeah, I have an LG OLED. I have an LG CX. So I have an LG CX. That's the TV that I felt, this is a TV for the future. It's future proofed. Anything that comes out, I'll be good. You know, so I went with the LG CX back in 2020. Yeah, the Naruto game. Yes, it's a fighting game. Yes. It's an arena fighter. What's your favorite fight in Naruto? Probably the saga with Pain versus Naruto. I love that fight. Pain versus Naruto. Or like Rock Lee versus Gaara. Or like I like Shikamaru versus like Hidan and Kakuzu. I do like that fight a lot. Like I like it a lot. Neji versus Naruto is okay. There's a lot of good fights over the years, man. There's a lot of good fights. But yeah, probably like my favorite is Shikamaru versus Hidan and Kakuzu. Like Shikamaru, Ino, Choji, Kakashi. Oh my god, that fight was... Yo, we gotta react to that fight. We gotta react. I mean, I gotta film a reaction to that fight. Because that fight is so good, man. It's so good. So maybe I'll edit a reaction to that fight, just because I haven't watched it in like a decade. Like I have like legitimately not watched it in like a decade. So you should play Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Strike is such a good game. Yeah, right. Going back to my house now. Almost 1:30 a.m. for me. Was busy DoorDash and Uber Eats. Also good news. I have a 2-day job interview to a position at the youth center at volunteer at. Nice. Let's go, Killer Ninja. You know what's funny? On the cover, Super Mario RPG remake is the Yoshi isn't there, but the original cover SNES, he's there with them. Well, yeah, I mean it's a new game. they decided to cut the Yoshi, maybe because Yoshi's not playable. Like, I mean, like he is playable, but then he's like not playable, right? Like you can just like there's like just like one Yoshi park where you can like race with him. So I think maybe that's the reason why. I did not play American Nightmare. That's why I want to watch. Like I don't want to play American Nightmare. I don't want to replay Alan Wake either. So that's why I want to like just watch like a story recap of all that and then play. I do want to play Control though. So I got Control Ultimate Edition on PS5. So I do want to play that. And then like I'll play it once they confirm a physical for Alan Wake or it's just heavily discounted. Then I will get Alan Wake 2, whichever one comes first. If it was $60 and there was a physical or even $70, I probably would have bought Alan Wake 2 if there was a physical, but there wasn't. So I'm not buying it until there is. I need to catch up on Boruto. That's crazy. I said I'm gonna catch up on Boruto, and then like I did it, and then like I did it, and like it's coming out next week. So yeah, I need maybe I'll catch up this week. We'll see. Maybe I'll instead of watching stupid YouTube videos, I'll freaking watch. I that's the problem is like after I'm done and I go spend time with my wife and like you know I talk to my family, whatever the case is. Like instead of like watching anime and like catching up, like I watch stupid like YouTube videos making fun of DSP and like completely trash content, like making fun of other content creators or like sleazy content. Like that's what I watch. So I need to stop doing that and actually get caught up. Although unless it's like The Boys, if it's The Boys, I'll drop everything that I'm doing and watch The Boys. If it's Invincible, I'll drop everything that I'm doing and watch Invincible. Those two shows, I'll drop whatever I'm doing. Gen V, not really, but I just watched Gen V casually. I didn't rush to watch Gen V. I just kind of watched it in 2 blocks. But The Boys, I'll drop anything that I'm doing to watch The Boys, and I'll drop anything that I'm doing to watch Invincible. Those are the 2 shows that I'll drop anything that I'm doing. Like anime, I no longer do that. I used to, but not anymore. There's too many damn anime episodes. But like Invincible and The Boys are like there's not as many, right? So it's more impactful. So, okay, Cobra Kai, I don't drop everything that I'm doing for Cobra Kai. Like, I get excited and I'm hyped, but I don't drop everything that I'm doing. I'll watch it and I'm excited, and when the next season comes out, I'm not, like, I'll finish what I'm doing, and I'll watch it, I do watch Cobra Kai a little bit more casually than I do. Like, The Boys, it's instant watch, I've gotta see it. Invincible, I gotta see it. Like I binged the whole first season of Invincible in like one sitting. I binged the whole thing. Like 2 days. I split it up into 2 days. I binged the whole thing. The Boys, I binged all of The Boys all the way up to where they were in the last season, like to where they had like new episodes. I binged it over like a 3 or 4 day period. All right. Breaking Bad, I binged Breaking Bad literally for 1 week back in 2015. I binged Breaking Bad for like that whole week. So there's certain shows where I'll just, dude, through hell or high water, I'm watching it. So yeah, I've never seen The Boys, but y'all make it sound like it's on, make it sound so, make it sound good on the cast. The Boys is incredible. It'll make you literally throw away anything Marvel related. After The Boys, Gen V, and Invincible, I'm like done with Marvel. And no offense, Dior, sorry Dior, but like The Boys is just so much better. Invincible's just so much better. These shows are just way better than most of the superhero stuff and all that. So yeah. I'm glad you show passion on liking live action shows. There's lots of good ones over the past decades. Yeah, I Better Call Saul is something that I kind of binged it, but not really. Like, and I still haven't finished like the last season. And I know it's really good, and I know it's really good. Like I've seen every single season up until the last one, so I need to finish it. But I just haven't got the energy to watch. Like I just don't feel like watching it, to be honest. Gen V's surprisingly pretty good. Yeah, Gen V's good. Yeah, it does, Minato. It really does. So yeah, I really like The Boys. It's good. I really like it. It's such a fun show. I'll check it out. I'm out this weekend. Yeah, check out the first few episodes of The Boys. And if you're not hooked, then maybe the show's not for you. But check out like the first maybe 4 episodes of The Boys, and see if you like it. But it's really, I think that both of those shows, what they do is like they do a really good job of shock value, because you don't expect it. Even when people tell you like, yo, this show's kind of crazy, you don't expect it. I remember when I first watched, no spoilers, but when I first watched Invincible, I'm thinking to myself, I didn't get spoiled. Like, I didn't see any of the clips of Invincible or anything like that, right? And I'm like, oh, this show couldn't be that bad. It looks like the animation looks pretty kind of basic and normal, whatever. Kind of looks like the animated show Batman or something. Like, it can't be that bad. And then, like, when the first real plot point happened, I was like, I was like shocked. I was like, and it's a show. It's like, that doesn't get me. Like, there's not a lot of shows that get me to do that. And the same thing with The Boys. The Boys, I was like, this isn't that bad. It'll be fine. Like, oh yeah, there's gonna be some crazy people in here that do evil things. But then I was just like, I was like, the air was taken out of me. I was like shocked, man. It's crazy. It's pretty crazy. So yeah. Sounds like Watchmen and Suicide Squad. Maybe. Maybe. Video game adaptations just seem to be where film industry is trading towards. Yeah. I like The Boys and Gen V. Yeah, apparently The Boys season 4 or whatever season, their newest season, it's gonna take place a couple days after Gen V. So I think that's coming next year. So that's gonna be fun. So that's gonna be super, super, super fun. How's the weather in your area? The weather's good. Can't complain. First, like, The Walking Dead, doesn't that have like 1 million seasons? So yeah. Doesn't it have like 1 million different seasons in that shit? So I haven't seen The Walking Dead. I know it's really good. My friend Rob from Rule of Two Review, he really likes it. Really likes it. So yeah. So yeah. I just don't have much drive to catch up on Marvel, though. I really don't. I don't even keep up with Marvel. Like, I don't watch their movies. I don't watch, like, the only movies that I watched Avengers Endgame, and I watched Black Panther. Like, I watched those two, but I don't watch all their movies. They make too many, and they're all, like, really kind of mid. So I don't keep up with them. So yeah. Got to ask you, how's your day? Miss Essence. Mrs. Essence is doing good. Everybody's fine. Like I said, I'm doing okay, man. It wasn't the best day. To be honest, man, like, just going through like a few personal things. you know, and hopefully one of these days I can, you know, tell you guys about it and all that. But for right now, I just really can't talk about it too much. But, you know, today wasn't a great day, but at the same time, like, I'm keeping, like, hopeful that one of these days, like, you know, one of these days I'll have everything to where it you know, I don't have to deal with this, because I've been dealing with something for like the past, like, 5 or 6 years. And it sucks, but, you know, it's part of just being a grown-up, being an adult. But yeah, maybe one of these days I won't have to deal with that anymore and we can move on, but, you know, it is what it is. So today wasn't the best day, but I'm okay, man. I was thinking about maybe not even streaming today, but I was like, you know what, I gotta, like, talk to somebody. I talked to my wife, and she was awesome. She was awesome about it. You know, she's obviously cool. But you know, it is what it is. You know, what can you do? Just gotta, one day at a time, man. One day at a time. Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Yeah, I heard Guardians of the Galaxy is really good, but I've never seen any of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. So, never seen any of them. So, yeah. So yeah. My girlfriend Courtney was trying to choose a movie to see on the weekend for her anniversary. I was big hinting at Marvel's movie, but she said, "Oh no, we don't choose to see." Okay. So what movie you guys want to see? New Hunger Games? I did watch the Hunger Games movies. I thought they were okay. I thought they were okay. I did watch that one. I finally watched, I think last year. I think it was last year. I finally watched, like, what was it? The Bird Box or whatever that thing was. I finally watched that. But I do really like Squid Game. I think Squid Game is really good. Like, Squid Game made me like, yeah, this is like way better than anything Marvel. Like, Squid Game is legit. And I don't watch a lot of foreign movies, but Squid Game is like, yeah, I like Squid Game. That's a dope one. So yeah, I might rewatch Squid Game. See, MCU start to go downhill with the Eternals, and then there's Ant-Man, Quantumania, Secret Invasion was bad, then apparently Marvel's wasn't too good. Yeah. So, never watch Hunger Games. Hunger Games is good. Hunger Games is really, really, really good. Like, Hunger Games and, like, Squid Game is, like, the same thing, kind of. They're, like, variations of each other, you know? But, like, Squid Game's better. A Clark, hey, what's up, A Clark? What's up, OJ? Glad you're streaming, but man, I'm playing the new Yakuza game, loving it. Can't wait for the new RPG Yakuza game next year. Yes, sir. Hey, welcome. Hey, shout outs to A Clark 96. Thank you for the Elite Ninja plays. Thank you for the Chunin tier. Or no, the Jonin tier. Welcome back to the Jonin tier, man. Appreciate that. Let's go. 611 Elite Ninjas. Let's go. You know, hey, no pressure, guys, but we do only have about 8 minutes left on stream, but we are 3 combo counts away from a 10-minute extension. So if we do get that, I will extend the stream, but otherwise we will wrap it up. So if you guys have last minute questions or whatever the case is, y'all can let me know. But once again, if we do get 3 more, if we get to 10, the stream will be extended for 10 more minutes. So yeah. See, sorry, I only seen the first 30 to 40 minutes of Hunger Games 1 on the 8th grade, but I couldn't really enjoy it since I wasn't loud enough, so I had never seen them. Okay. Yo, what's up, Immortal Rooster? There's many great Korean dramas nowadays to watch that isn't relationships and family dramas. Yeah, like I said, I don't really watch any foreign films. You know, like I don't really watch a lot of films at all, to be honest. Like I only watch like series of like a few different ones. So yeah. Any good things you wish to see in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, OJ? I mean, pretty much everything that they've shown off is what I'd like to see. So I'm not really watching too much footage because I don't want to spoil the game for myself. So I'm just kind of, you know, watching it on my own leisure or pace, or, you know, or sorry, I don't watch too much different things, you know? So yeah. Is what it is. Squid Game broke the language barrier on the Netflix for me. Yeah. It really did, man. Like, it didn't even matter. Well, M1, the like dub was really well done. Like, yeah, you can tell that it's obviously not speaking the same language, but it felt like they were. Like, it felt very much like they were speaking the same language. Like, even though like it was just like little, like, nothing felt awkward or out of place watching Squid Game. Like, nothing felt awkward or out of place. It just felt like, oh, this is just, you know, it's just not synced up 100%, but everything's fine, you know? Like, it really felt that way. Hey, what's up, Elias? Actually, I haven't really been streaming for that long. I started streaming late today, Elias, but good to see you here, man. Welcome to the stream. I started streaming super late. So yeah. Good to see you here, though. Welcome, man. How are you? Hopefully you're doing good, Elias. So, yeah. If you guys have, like I said, more questions, you guys can let me know in the chat. Be more than happy to answer your questions as we wrap up this stream. Thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. Shout outs to the viewership, though, man. Like, we had, you know, we had a lot of people show up despite it being super late. 100 plus people. So yeah. So shout outs, guys. Appreciate y'all showing up. Appreciate y'all showing up to the stream tonight. Let me check to see if there's any more questions on Twitter. I think everybody already asked their questions just outside of those weirdos. So yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that, Daniel. Thank you for coming out to the stream. Shout outs to Zen Gamer. Appreciate you guys. How about House of the Dragon? I don't know what that is. What is House of the Dragon? Is that like, I don't know who that is. I don't know what that is. So, shout outs to my man, A. Clark, though. Appreciate you, man. Welcome back to the Jonin Tier Squad. Let's go, baby. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys. Remember, though, if you haven't seen my most recent vids, guys, make sure you guys check out my most recent vids if you have not seen it. We got some pretty big heat on the channel lately, man. There's been some good stuff. I've actually been very proud of my JRPG videos and stuff lately. So if you haven't seen my most recent one, we had a big video on Star Ocean. I gave my impressions and also it doing the Nintendo Switch Impossible. So if you haven't seen my video on Star Ocean, make sure you guys put in your watch later, or you can watch it tonight after the stream. So make sure you guys check that out. I'll start linking a few different vids and stuff as we wrap up here on the stream. So make sure you guys check that out if you haven't seen it. If you've already seen that for today, we did have a really cool video going over my top 25 Nintendo Switch AAA Western games, best AAA Western games. That video is actually picking up some Steam. Obviously, it's not JRPG, so people weren't as interested in it, but it's actually picking up some Steam down. And I think it's going to be a good long-term video. So, best AAA Western games, Nintendo Switch. So if you haven't seen that video yet, check that out too. Let me go ahead and put that in the chat. And another video that I was actually really proud of that I did was my 10 Nintendo Switch JRPGs to buy down before Super Rare. We have volume 12. We're going to try to do those once a week and then also put in any weekly sales or deals across the interweb. So we're going to try to morph it into a Rare show, buy now before Rare, and then part buy now before Rare, and then part sales, deals on physical video games, you know, upcoming, you know, stuff like that. So buy now before Rare. So yeah, make sure you guys check these vids out, man. Put a lot of content, put a lot of time and effort into the content this week. I'll try to see if we can do like a top JRPG list or something coming up. I was thinking about doing like a top 25 best like classic, like retro RPGs on Nintendo Switch. Like I was thinking about doing like that. That would take a lot of research though. I'd have to really look through and see which ones are like my favorite games and all that. But I think I can do that. I think I can at least start putting that together tonight and then maybe record tonight or record tomorrow, then have that video ready for you guys by Sunday maybe. Maybe by Sunday we can have that video ready. So we'll see. Gotta have a Wario Easter egg within the video. A Wario Easter egg. Okay. Thoughts on PlayStation Portal dropping next week. I got a PS Portal coming. in the mail. So, or I got one coming to Best Buy that I'll go pick it up. So I'll give you my full thoughts once I actually get the system and all that. But I mean, I think it's stupid, but I'm buying it just so I can cover it on the system or cover it on the channel. Like I do like playing stuff portably. So, you know, if I can play some of my PS5 JRPGs that aren't on Switch portably, I mean, I think that would be pretty cool. Like lying down in bed and stuff. And if it's good enough, but we'll see. We will see. So, yo, Khalid, thank you so much for the 16 months. Says those JRPG videos are fantastic. Hidden gem vids are also good. How I bought Indivisible. Yes, yeah. I think like we're probably due for like another like Switch, like 10 Switch hidden gem JRPGs. Like that's probably like another video that we're gonna do as well. Like that we could probably script out. Thank you so much, Khalid. Appreciate that. Up to 8, guys. 2 more and we get a 10-minute extension on the stream. Let's go. Shout outs. Thank you guys for your support tonight. I appreciate it though, for real. I really do. Thank you. Thank you for your support, guys. Shout outs. Thank you for the 16 months, Khalid. Appreciate you. So yeah. Oh, but wait a minute. Hold up. Never mind. I thought we had a bit more time. We're actually out of time. 2 hours. We did hit the 2-hour mark. So I do want to say thank you guys so much. Once again, you know, I didn't have the best night tonight. The day today was just kind of, like I said, just dealing with some nonsense, dealing with some terrible people. You know, overall, just dealing with some terrible people. But like, what can you do? You know, what can you do? Just got to keep it going. You know, just got to keep it going, keep it going, keep it rolling. When it comes to the Spawncast, I've got a situation that I'm going to for like a family member. So I'll probably do a Spawncast pre-show and direct you guys over to the show, but I probably won't be on the main show just because there's something, or I might be there for a bit then leave. It just depends. But I do have some family stuff to take care of. So, but I'll do a Spawncast pre-show. I'll definitely do a Spawncast pre-show and then maybe even leave a bit early from that, or simply go to the Spawncast and then I'll show up. Maybe, you know, I'll show up, or I'll be there for a little bit, then I'll bounce, you know. So, but yeah, Spawncast pre-show tomorrow, Spawncast pre-show, so I'll probably still do that. So thank you guys so much, man. Thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you guys for coming out to the stream. You guys are awesome. I'll see you guys for tomorrow, hopefully. And like I said, I'll script out something for, you know, a JRPG video or whatever the case is later. So we'll talk about that. But yeah, check out the vids if you haven't seen the vids for this week, you know. They were all really good. We had, when did the week start? The week started on, some people started on Sunday, but I started on Monday. I will start it on Sunday. That's the 5th, right? November 5th. So November 5th. Yeah, we had good videos for the week. We had top 25 best Nintendo Switch third-party games, top 10 Nintendo Switch JRPGs to buy now before super rare, top 25 best Nintendo Switch AAA Western games, and then of course my Star Ocean second story R does the JRPG Impossible videos. So we had a pretty good week. A little bit slower, not videos every single day, you know, but they were good vids. They were really good vids that I'm proud of. So yeah. All right, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Love you guys. And yes, I will stay super strong. Thank you guys for your support. And I will see you guys for tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, peace.